Welcome to part 7. Excuse me, part 6. I'm hoping this goes well. I feel a little bit with buttons. Last time our hometown was attacked by foreign soldiers and many people slaughtered. I couldn't get inside the castle, so the castle of my hometown, before they closed the gates, so they sent me to Talmberg. They showed it to me that I had to go to Talmberg to warn the people there in case they faced a similar fate. So we are in Talmberg. From what I saw in Talmberg, I will learn some advanced sword fighting. I told... one thing before, it was pretty chaotic. I needed to try it several times. But I've got a Cavalier achievement, which means that I saved Teresa from the Cumans. 63.7% has that achievement. Now there are two ways to do that. One, you whistle your horse and the tutorial shows it to you. Actually in game, so that's what I did, and that's why I was able to save Teresa from the Cumans. The other possibility is that you engage in that situation and that you attack the Cumans, but I recommend that you just whistle your horse and they will come after you, but they will do that anyway, so yeah. Anyway, I was finally able to save my skin and reach Talmberg. Let me see. This is Scarlet's, where I came from. We passed Rovna. What I like is that you see it in the banner. The reputation of Scarlet's is okay. This is neutral and this is okay. Now the difference is, if I can find it, there you go. The difference is at Scarlet's I only needed, I started with reputation 100 and I ended with reputation 86 because I did some bad stuff, like throwing shit to someone's house. I also, now Rovna is 0, is neutral. And Talmberg, I need to take into account 3 groups of people: the villagers, the soldiers, and the quarryman. Now, what I'm pleased is not really the word, but what you can see is that I have a reputation of 50, and 50 is a smiley face. So that's good to know. If you're going under 50, I guess... or maybe it's just 0, I don't know how that works. I also noticed that my speech is 2 and my charisma is 5, while it should be 3 and 6. And I have a penalty, but I don't know why. Dialogue. Money saved by haggling 0.6. Anyway, also Last time I did this one, I did this. Did I this one? I think I did. Yeah. So now I'm going to do the skills. Let me check something out. So what I'm going to do is just read the skills. I'm going to do one tab per part because it's going to be too long elsewise. So we have the alchemy. The better you mastery of alchemy, the easier it is to brew potions, even if you make minor mistakes. A master who adheres carefully to the recipe, on the other hand, can make up to 3 potions from the same ingredients as one. Okay. So the perk points unlock at 3-5. Okay. I have 0. My god, drinking, really. Drinking skill makes you more resistant to nefarious effects of alcohol. You'll be able to drink up to twice as much, and the after effects the next day will be lowered. Apparently, I already drank. I did not know. Herbalism. I already have level 3. Herbalism skill allows you to collect more herbs with a single action. This means that you are able to gather plants more quickly and easily. 5, 10, 15, 20. This is, in my opinion, one of the easiest skills. Horsemanship. The more you ride your horse, horsemanship skill determines how much your horse will shy, how quickly it will get tired, and therefore how long it will be able to gallop. Pretty important in my opinion, and also easy to do. A hound master, I'm not there yet. A good hound master understands dogs, especially his own. The better you get at the commands, the more you'll be able to teach your 4-legged friend, and the better stats he will have. His default obedience will also increase with your level of this skill. I'm very curious at this one. Your dog will attack people on command. They actually have pretty good my god, they have a pretty good they are a pretty good addition. Your dog to a fleeing foe, take him down. Whoa. You have to have the sick perk first. Okay. Hunting. This is one that I'm very interested in. A hunter skill increases the amount of meat and other useful materials you could recover from animals you kill. 3, 5, 8. Pretty a lot of skills. We're just going to take one. Enables you to get antlers from the hunted animals. Okay, 2. You're able to remove tusks from some animals. To get offal. I think offal is meat. Nice. I like it. So the hunting will be 1. Luck picking, maybe. Lockpicking skill makes picking locks on doors and chests easier. The jitter and hardness of the locks is lowered, and you can attempt picking the more difficult ones. So it determines the skill, the level of lockpicks you can do, and it makes it easier. Master Chief, you can lock easier locks automatically. Whoa, okay. Right, maintenance allows you to repair things with repair kits and weapons. At grindstone, the higher your skill level, the easier it is to use the grindstone, and the longer your repair kit will last. At a higher level, you will be able to repair more badly damaged items. So this means if your item goes under a certain durability, you cannot repair it anymore. Pickpocketing skill makes it easier to rob people on the street unnoticed and lowers the chance of witnesses seeing you in the act. Reading is one I'm interested in. Reading skills influences the ability of your character to actually read books. Without it, any book is just gibberish to him. A higher reading skill decreases the amount of time. Okay, to read and comprehend a book. I don't mind sitting just reading it. I don't know. Stealth can shorten the distance at which you will be seen by the enemy and increases the time it will take them to spot you. It is improved by moving stealthily in the vicinity of the enemy. That was another tab of the skills. I will... alchemy will be one, the drinking, herbalism, horsemanship, a houndmaster maybe, the hunting, lockpicking, yes, maintenance, yes, pickpocketing, not so much, reading, yes, and stealth, yes. Okay, here it goes. Now I understand. That's the debuff I have right now on my speech and charisma. You're exhausted, you cannot concentrate, and your speech is not so persuasive as usual. Also, your charisma has taken a hit. Eventually, you will start fainting. Whoa. And you see the little yellow. So I'm guessing if this is full, you will start fainting. Speech and charisma reduced in proportion to your tiredness. I don't like that. So there you go. We read this one, and the statistics will be for some other part. So this means maybe that's outside. That's lockpicking, you're not going to do that. Where is the guy I need to talk to? We are here. He is there. I'm tired, so I need to sleep. Let's...
Hey!
Sorry, man, I wanted to...
Hey! What are you up to here? Get out of here or I'll call the guards on you.
Sorry, man. Sorry. My God. Okay, so... Is that the guy? I guess he is the guy.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith.
Sir Divish of Talmberg. Jesus Christ, man.
Why he'd waste his talent, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Okay, you're done. Good. Codex. Characters. Cumans. Those were the guys who were following me. I'm going to read it. It's a short one. Cumans. The Cumans first arrived in Czech lands in 1260 under the leadership of the Hungarian crown, Prince Stephen. They fought against Bishop Bruno and the army of the Austrian lords, which they thoroughly vanquished. The Cumans appeared for the second time in 1270 when they defeated the army of King Przemysl Otakar and went on to pillage Moravia. They last invaded the Czech lands under Sigismund of Luxembourg, who could afford no better mercenaries than the Cumans. Estimates speak of several thousand fighters. One of the places that succumbed to their ravages was Silver Skull. It's the birthplace of our game's hero. Yeah, I'm guessing they're pretty strong from what I read. But it's a bit weird because it gave me that explanation. So as you can see, we still have a lot of reading to do. We're not going to do that now. I'm just looking for that guy. It annoys me. It should be here. It annoys me that talk about. It's weird when you click on a tab, you have to go to quick full screen so that you can use the other tabs. But what we did, go with Sir Robert, and I thought Sir Robert told me to eat first. I only realized how hungry I was. Okay, so Sir Robert needs to take care of me. Okay, sorry guys, my mistake. I was too fast. I should go with him since I don't know where the castle kitchen is. Yeah, I'm a big boy. They're really going through you. Right. Okay. So I almost have to kiss him.
You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
Yeah, well done. She wants to make me drunk.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady.
Holy
Young
crap.
Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
She likes
Night,
me. Look at my FPS, it's only 30.
When
right
you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Ooh. He's jealous. Right, hunger. The longer you go hungry, the weaker you get. And in the end, you can even die. Different foods have different properties. We already know that. An apple won't fill you up like a roast duck, but it will stay fresh for longer. And some foods and kitchens. Oh my god, it's going too fast. Oh, it's right here. Medieval kitchens differed in the countryside, the city, and at court. In earlier times, everything was cooked outdoors, while later, at the time of our narrative, stove hearths were built which served for heating the home as well as cooking. I want to live in that age. Some kitchens had an open fireplace indoors, with smoke drawn off by small windows and fume hoods. As you can see in the picture, when we speak of the so-called smoke kitchen or black kitchen, this was largely a feature of taverns, mills, presbyteries and manors, which go its name from the smoke-blackened walls around it. I can't believe that. Now, is there something about food? There you go. She talked about food, so we're going to read that. My God. That's a lot. I'm going to read it since I'm interested. In the Middle Ages, whether at the village or the royal court, the foodstuffs used were mainly those sourced locally vegetables, primarily cabbages, onions, parsnips, turnips, beets, and garlic, and to a lesser extent carrots, celeriac, parsley, cucumbers, and melons. I get it. Legumes, peas, lentils, veggies, beans, fruit, apples, pears, cherries, and plums, and berries, nuts, seeds, and cereals. Eggs, milk, and cheese were available all year round. Depending on wealth, availability, and the seasons, there was meat, venison, poultry, and fish, and from abroad spices, fruits, and condiments, including saffron, dates. I thought saffron was a herb. Figs, nutmeg, I don't know nutmeg, pepper, sugar, ginger, and cardamom. Food was flavored with oil, vinegar, salt. They did have salt already. Honey and herbs. I have to say, I thought it was worse in the Middle Ages. I will scroll down. The most popular kinds of food in the 14th and 15th centuries were thick broth, soup, purees, and sauces for dunking bread in. The bread was rye, with white bread only available at court. So that was a luxury, which I understand, but that's okay because it's not as healthy as dark bread. During feasts, there were fish dishes using herring, for example, roast meats, sausages, minced meat, and black pudding. Desserts were made with almonds, marzipan, even marzipan, guys. Sweet purees with fruit boiled in milk or with added cream, jams and preserves, baked fresh or dried fruits, and assorted cakes. I would go for the cakes. In rural areas, gruel and porridge of various kinds accounted for the bulk of the diet. My God. Meat was expensive and hunting in the forest was prohibited. All game belonged to the aristocracy, which was mostly compensated for by eating. So fish was okay. Many ingredients that are coming today were unavailable in the Middle Ages, such as potatoes, weird, tomatoes, sweet corn, pepper, and rice. I can understand the rice and the peppers, but not the potatoes, tomatoes, and sweet corn, which later made their way to Europe after discovery of America or as imports from Asia. Whoa. Okay, so the potatoes and tomatoes came from America. Nice. I like it. So, I think we need to eat. You learned food. Something else? No, that is it. My God, look at the... let's check out, or we are at 33.8. There's some weird shit going on with our clothes. It's dirty, maybe. Those arrows came from the bow that hit us. And what is weird, we still have the sword. How do I... Okay, you click on it. You double click on it. And the sword is... I'm checking my cheat sheet because I need to find it. 4, numpad 4. Right, so the quest log. Okay. So we should check whether we are hungry. We could use something. What we are going to do is steal everything. No, sorry, take everything. It is allowed. I'm hoping she's not going to be pissed. Look at how he's doing it. It's like he's grabbing it for the steal. Let's try the roast duck. Oh, I can take them all. Question is if I should do that. Because as long as I don't touch it, I guess it's okay. We still have the onion to go. Let's eat the apple. Actually, we have so much apples. It would be a waste. There you go. Wait a minute. My charisma is not red anymore. But I still have the tiredness. So, okay. I'm hesitating. I'm going to leave it here. And we can eat from the pot. That is actually robbing. So we're not going to. Wait a minute. I try to deal with the fire. Cook an item. We cannot. We don't have anything to cook. Alright. Can I talk to her?
God be with you. What can I do for you?
I can actually trade stuff.
May the Lord watch over you.
I almost forgot to go to sell. Those were the apples they gave me. I'm eager to sell some of those. Let me check the duck. Energy -6. Durability 2 days. So we're going to sell this. 5 days we're going to keep it. 4, 5. But the freshness is really going down, so enter. Let's sell half of those. I don't think I will sell those. And now we're going to the basket. And we are going to haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Right, make an offer.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Oh, fuck. I forgot to change the price. Shoot. I don't know how fast this will work. Talk to the cook. Where can
if
I
I
buy
needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
What do you mean, extra?
Where's that chamber for me to sleep?
Evans, are you still confused after what happened to you? It's in the lodge in the courtyard.
Thank you.
My God, lady. I don't know. I'm not going to
watch
sell.
over you.
Hey man, can I talk to you? No, you're just...
You're that lad from Skalitz? What in heaven's name happened there?
I can talk to him. Yeah, why not? Okay, little conversation. Let's do
It was a
this
fine
one.
sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh no.
Okay.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw father trying to save mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
That's horrible. You were very fortunate to survive. And God bless you for warning us. I'll pray for you, lad.
Okay. I'm guessing this... how you say that? Augments my reputation. Nope. Villagers stay the same. Weird. I thought I did well. Okay. We are not going to... Is that stealing? Mountain steel. You can inspect the horse. My horse has no speed, capacity, or stamina, or it means it's the same. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Olena, Mountain Steel. So this is my horse. Okay, let's, I'm writing it down. 30, 220, 10, and 270. I just want to have a, how you say, a feeling. So let's check this one. 30, 228. It's a bit better. I'm pretty sure the moment I steal it, all hell will break loose. That's 28. So mine is better.
You fled from Skalitz? How did you manage that?
Shh, I'm busy. Don't you see that? This horse is worse. Who was talking to me? You? I don't know.
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave
It's
the
the
signal
same
to attack.
conversation.
Oh no.
Oh, what? There's a timer?
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw father trying to save mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
That's horrible. You were very fortunate to survive. And God bless you for warning us. I'll pray for you, lad.
Yeah, that was another villager. But did that... no, I guess not. Darn. He is stuck. This I cannot take. I am going to sleep first. I think that's very important. Where should I go? Oh, it's right here. Let's see outside of the wall. I feel... Wait a minute. That's like a guy with a beak. Oh my god, I'm actually hurt. My nourishment. Let's eat another apple. That's going to... Oh, I'm not... What? How can this be? Okay, my stamina is lower because... of my tiredness. Let's try something.
Are you?
Yeah. No problem, no problem. What the hell? Oh, that's a nice touch. So those are the gates, of course. Counterweights. Although those counterweights move. So this means that the gate is completely open. So if you lift this up, this can go down in one stroke. If that is correct word. What? I apologize. Oh, okay. We're not going to steal yet. I can't wait till I can go in the open world. I will do some offline stuff. If I can, where is it? That's the bakery. I really want to be, this is private property. We're all going to do that. How do you... Okay. That's not... Okay, so this you can't steal. I thought this was a easy access to the rest of the castle, but it isn't. No, it is closed. Okay, now I'm confused. What's your problem? Oh, you won't talk to me? Okay. So that's the bakery. Let's just for X. Oh, I think I reached it. No, this is a private area. Sorry. This is confusing. I need to go that way. It's downstairs. Okay, I think I'm in the right spot. Good. What the hell? That's the bed?
Hey, you've no business here.
Sorry.
Clear off or you'll be sorry.
What are you doing? Are you after something?
Ooh, he did not like that. If you are tired, your stamina and eloquence will also gradually decrease. Ah, man. They should make it that you can take it off. And of course I did not see the title. Damn it. Here it is. Finally. If you're tired, your stamina and speech will also decrease. The solution to tiredness is sleep. Oh yeah. It's best to find an available bed. We recommend renting or buying one in an inn. I would buy one so that I always have a bed to sleep in. Because sleeping in other people's beds can get you into trouble. You can also sleep in one of the many camps, but sleeping somewhere in the woods certainly isn't as restful as getting a good night's sleep in a bed at a good inn. Places you can sleep can easily be seen on the map. Okay, that's very clear. To sleep, you first sit on a bed using enter, then launch the sleep, and then launch sleep, and then set how long you want to sleep for. The sleep menu will show the effects of sleep, how much you will be rested, how hungry, oh my god, you will get. If you're not tired, you won't be able to sleep. Neither can you sleep so long that your hunger reaches the maximum. Okay, the longest you can sleep at one time is 12 hours. You can check how much you need to sleep in the player tab. In the energy stat under the picture of Henry. Okay. You will be warned about your need to sleep both in the buffs tab and by the icon next to the health indicator. I saw that. If you have to wait for something, you can skip time by clicking T, and similar to sleep, setting the time you want to wait. Beware though, unlike with sleep, your tiredness will increase along with your hunger during skip time. Okay, T is, of course, that makes sense. T is just waiting while sleeping. That's logic, right? So let's do it. Of course, he said, let's check it. It was under energy. It was under energy info. Fudge, I know that. I want my energy to be full. So it's 35, I know that. Stamina. Current 102. Oh, my maximum is 115. My health is okay. And then my nourishment is maxed out on 120. So your character needs to eat and drink each type of food. Yes, we already read that. Overeating will negatively affect your stats. You also have to be careful if food spoils over time, can easily poison you. Oh yeah. So for long trips, it's better to take with you durable foods. While if you've got time to sit in a tavern, you can fill up on with a freshly cooked meal. I did not know that one apple could go bad so fast. So our energy is 35. I'm hoping we have enough with this. So first we have to sit. And now I have to sleep. Wait. Okay. Here we go. Comfort is 50%. We are going for more is not good. 97. It's actually shown 12 hours is... Yeah, you cannot sleep any longer. 24, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 6 a.m. Am I okay with that? I am. All right. I have to say this.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry.
Ooh.
Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
Ooh.
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Only the wine.
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
But he already slept 11 hours.
Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry.
I knew.
I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Come on, guys. She's more after him. She's more. She's looking more for just talking. Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
His body disappeared. Okay, let's just say she's a very kind person. Let's keep it that.
I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know
did
it's
not.
a job for a groom, but I didn't
What the
mind,
fuck?
because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while, and we agreed to meet in the evening. But our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father
There's
I'd
a
help him with his
time,
work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
Yeah, there's time. Oh, she has. I have to take this one.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh, he's sitting next to her.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon. ready to attack the town.
Well, it's weird. Okay, I saw smoke on the horizon. I have to be fast, guys.
I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
So yeah, let's keep on. I have to dodge, try to fight back, but he fell. Fled to the castle for cover. I'm going to take the first
The
one.
gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Okay, the Cumans were prowling the village or the siege of Scarlet behind. Yeah, let's say this one.
I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was
New
Teresa,
level,
the mill
guys.
wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Okay.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city. there was something going on. And now, we're here.
Ooh. My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
He didn't take his boots off. Oh, now he has something to dream about. Or not. Nightmare.
Move in, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back! Henry, help us!
Help us, son. Don't be a coward. Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Go to the battlements via the gateway stairs. Women in the Middle Ages. The Lords of Talmberg. Alright. We don't have a lot of time for this part, so I saw when he was doing a conversation, every time I got another choice, it revealed the speech, first the speech, then the charisma, and then the strength of the woman. So the more you talk to someone, my god, the more you know about someone, I guess. Codex. Oh, I already forgot. Oh yeah, it was the Lords of Talmberg. Okay, the coat of arms of the Lords of Talmberg consists of 2 water lily leaves, argent, silver on it. Okay. The dynasty dates back to 1291, when Talberg Castle was under administration of William, son of the then Prague Burgrave, unspeakable Hrosnata Užic. His descendants later owned estates in South and East Bohemia, including Slatinia, Milichin, and the area around Kajlav. Some of the Talmberg lords achieved such influential posts in administration as burgrave or magistrate. I am going to apologize in advance to those who live in that country if I don't give the right pronunciation. I apologize. I'm not familiar. So it was something about women. Women in the Middle Ages. In the medieval, purely patriarchal society, the man was the head of the family, with roles of women determined by their relationship to him: daughter, sister, wife, mother, or widow. Girls had a short childhood, according to municipal documents, reaching the age of majority between 12 and 15 years of age. Boys, in terms of territorial law, became grown-ups at 15. Men spent most of their time at their craft, trading or swordsmanship, depending on their station in life, while women attended to housework and family. Only a widow could obtain permission to conduct trade or craft activity, with the help of journeymen, of course. Let's go down. Village women did not leave their homes very much or wander the vicinity needlessly. Some rules about venturing out were dictated by social class. While townswomen and noblewomen could venture beyond the home only when accompanied by their spouse or servants, the wives of artisans, merchants, and peasants could walk about unaccompanied. So you're better off as a artisan, merchant, than a peasant than a noble. My God, what an obligation! The domestic activities of well-to-do women included embroidery, cleaning, childcare, shopping, and playing musical instruments. Electric guitar, heavy metal. Village women spent their time working in the fields or pastures, beekeeping, weaving, spinning, preparing food, knitting, and sewing. I'm sure the village women had a harder time than the well-to-do women, but I'd rather be a village woman. Okay, let's go down again. During the Middle Ages, the ideal of beauty, okay, here we go, was a thin, pale, so still thin, pale woman with long blonde hair, small rounded breasts, relatively narrow hips, and a narrow waist. The most important thing, of course, health and fertility. Women in the Middle Ages would, from the beginning of sexual maturity, be pregnant virtually every year. It was not unusual for one to be a mother 3 or 4 times over by the age of 20. Births were complicated and aftercare inadequate, so the risk of death in childbirth was great. My God. I hope you girls and women of young age read this. How lucky you are. Girls were afforded less attention than boys, but when it came to honor, the contrary applied. Old maids seduced daughters, and unmarried mothers brought the family shame. While boys inherited the livelihood, the parents of girls had to accumulate a dowry with which to compensate the bridegroom. My God. Yeah, they did not have an easy life. So far, this part, he has to do something on the outside. Look at him waggle. Oh, I can actually see my feet. Okay. It's still dark. There is a possibility to close the well, more or less. I don't like the sound of the rain. It doesn't feel natural. It's more like the wind that is crackling the building than the rain. There's nothing that's a lockpick thingy. Alright guys, we're going to quit here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope to see you in the next part. Bye bye.